Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. Late night recording for the boys tonight.
Thanks for joining us, James.
Okay, right on.
Jared took 40 minutes to get on tonight.
Some people have
put
kids.
that out there.
Some people
Bro,
have kids.
can we introduce a special guest, man? Let's not look over our man, the official Big O, Owen, my brother, Owen Avdalovic. He's in the chat today. Let's go.
Let's go, Big O.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Just for everybody out there listening, Big O used to be little A, and then he got tall, and now he's Big O.
Thanks.
We got a lot to talk about today. I know. Me and Jared had a good little conversation leading up to this. We got a lot of things we want to get into, but let's get right to it, man. So Owen, for those people that don't know, go ahead and talk about where you're at. You know how you got there, how you know all of us. Give them a layout, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, I am Owen Avdalovic. I'm from Folsom, California. Been playing basketball for as long as I can remember. Grew up in Folsom, playing through FIBA program, through Mike Wall. Shout out Cam Wall. Ended up going to Vista Del Lago. Played 2 years of varsity there. Battled some injuries in high school, but found my way to Pomona Pitzer, and I'm playing basketball there now, and I'm a sophomore. And yeah.
Kid's about 6'7", Joe Ingles style, you know.
Young Joe. That's the other nickname.
Yeah.
Owen has lots of nicknames.
He does. I think he embodies all of them.
I think he does.
But Owen, you kind of skated over it real quick. Give a little background on those injuries, because you just said battled a few, but I think that's undermining what it really was.
Yeah, come on.
It started in middle school. I think it was 7th grade. I started having like back pain, and it was actually a spiral fracture, a stress fracture on my L5 vertebrae. So it's like lower back. And those type of injuries, they don't ever really heal. So I sort of had to deal with that throughout my career, and like still have to deal with it. But that was where it sort of started. And then that injury sort of started again sophomore year in high school. I had to rehab again in sophomore year. And then junior year, sprained my ankle really bad after 6 league games. This is sort of a fun fact, I've only played 6 league games in high school varsity basketball. So that's a little something about me. But it was in the 6th league game, I rolled my ankle really bad, sprained it, tore a bunch of ligaments, and then rehabbed that summer before senior year, rolled it again, same ankle, rehabbed that, and then in senior year, before league even started, I hurt that same ankle once again, and I actually had a stress fracture in my ankle. So we decided to do a surgery, and that was like a 9-month recovery process. And yeah, I took a gap year after high school as well because of COVID. And that was a big part of my rehab process for sure.
Yeah, see, a lot more than just battling a couple injuries.
Well, I think the other thing too is like anybody that's been through injuries, it was from what I remember, Owen, you could tell me if you can correct me if I'm wrong. You would like get through the rehab process, do everything right, and then you would like get to that point where you're like, okay, I'm starting to finally feel like good and back to normal. And then it was like something else fluky would happen, or like random would happen, where it's like you roll your ankle or you like tweak your back doing something like awkward, and then it was like kind of back to square one. So I know it was like really an uphill battle for you, and just the fact that you're, still where you're at and in a really good position college wise, I think is like a big, shout out to you and like being resilient.
Appreciate that, Jared. Yeah. It's definitely hard to stay positive sometimes, but I had a good supporting crew with all you guys. And definitely lucky to be where I'm at right now, but still got some stuff to do for sure.
Definitely.
Heard you. No, yeah, Jared hit the nail right on the head. I think Owen's one of the most resilient, not even just athletes, people I know. And like he he's put himself in such a great position to be really good. And I mean, I say it all the time. I know me and Jared talk about it all the time. I don't think Owen even knows how good he is. He comes out in ones and like really chops us up sometimes. And we're like, bro, this is an all American type talent. But he's really just grown into his body finally here. And so I think we can all agree that a lot of big things are coming.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, you wouldn't know that I get buckets and ones based on the clips that Jared posts, because that's
Man,
back
let's
to
talk
back
about it.
where
Let's talk about it.
Wow.
I got
got
talk about it.
there.
No.
I mean, what's that all about?
Wow.
That's just really something.
Did Owen get
Jared.
fried? Oh, I did post the Tommy crazy push cross. My bad.
That was insane.
And Grant,
Yeah, the hezzy.
Oh, hey, you know what, Owen? The
Ezzo
good,
Mello.
the moral to the story is stay on your damn feet, bro.
I think
I
the
did
the
on
story
Tommy.
was
I
posting
just like
buckets,
stopped playing
Jared.
defense.
Oh, that's not something I would say out loud on camera. Yeah, I just said stop playing defense. Okay.
Luke, we might want to edit that one out of the pod.
Uh,
Yeah, hopefully coach is not watching this pod.
I think Jared
Nah.
should maybe post his buckets because we know Owen gets them. So
Yeah, you know what, Owen? We're gonna have an Owen bucket day.
dead
On
period
brand.
training October 10th. By the way,
Yeah.
whoever's tuning in.
Yeah. Yeah, based on how many Vista kids show up to dead period training will determine how many of your
How many
buckets.
buckets get posted?
What am I supposed to do about that?
Well, man, you're the voice of the people.
wow.
I'm not. I'm not a voice of the people.
Speaking of ones and Jared specifically, let's talk about that. I think
Oh.
I think out of out of the KI fam, I think Owen and Jared like passive aggressively get into it the most. Jared gets into it with about everyone, but
Yeah.
let's talk about it. And I just want to hear it from Owen's perspective because there's a few
Yeah,
moments.
I want to hear Owen's perspective because I can be
Okay.
honest about myself.
Okay, that's fine. But before I get into it, I need to ensure that Waters does not interject.
Hey,
I won't say a
No
word.
interjecting.
Okay.
A word.
Okay. All right. So
Honestly, Jared, go ahead and mute your mic real quick.
yeah. Yeah. Don't want
Mute
to see any activity from the green box down there, okay? Anyways, a story that comes to mind, I don't remember who was there. I think Lucas and Tommy were there. Maybe like Nay and Shaq. Not too sure. But we were playing ones and Jared hopped in, and he doesn't always hop in, so it was like, all right, like this is pretty fun. And things were getting a little physical. Which is fine. And I remember Jared was like, he's on his, like, he doesn't really like beat you with his quickness. Everybody knows that. Like, he'll bump you, he'll do a bunch of pump fakes. And on this particular play, Jared went, he bumped me. He was going to the right, bumped me with his left shoulder, probably did a jump stop, pump fake. And I like, similar to what he was saying, I didn't stay on my feet, I jumped, right? And then as I'm in the air, I'm coming down, and Jared sort of goes into my body, and I block him. I block the guy, and he got upset because I didn't call a foul. And then a few plays later, I end up beating the ball, and Jared's guarding me. And I kid you not, before I can even put the ball down the first dribble, I get absolutely trucked by Jared. He's full on shoving me. I don't get a chance to even make any move towards the basket. And it was just, everyone started laughing, but Jared wasn't laughing. Everyone was laughing but Jared. Yeah, that's just one incident. There's a lot, but that's one that comes to mind.
Before Jared
Jared
chimes
rebuttal?
in, we
Yeah.
know he's a hack from the scratch marks that I have on my arms. Luke, you were there. You know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about.
We've all been there. I know the
We've all
moments.
been there. We've
Okay.
all been there.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. So
your stage,
first
man.
thing to that, we know that it's not me that's scratching you because I literally I bite my fingernails. I have nubs for fingernails. Like I literally have no
Bro,
fingernails.
show the
So,
camera.
yeah, like I have no fingernails. So whoever scratched you, it definitely wasn't me.
So the only person guarding me during the game, it was you, and I'm bleeding. Make it make sense.
Wait, what are you talking about? The only person that guarded you?
You.
Are we playing ones? Or are we
It
playing
was
fours?
twos. It was twos.
Yeah, this day was twos. I remember this
It
day.
was
So
twos.
so you.
It was Lucas
so,
and I versus Jared and it was Owen.
So you're
Yeah,
saying there
I
was
remember
no
this day.
switch that happened that I
Not that I
scratched
can
you?
remember. It was
This was a
you
very
the
like
whole time.
ISO
I was-
heavy day.
Yeah, it was an ISO
Okay.
heavy day. A lot of bumps were given, and I had a lot of blood on my right forearm.
Okay. All I know is that wasn't me because I've never.
This isn't about me and you, though. I'm sorry for
Yeah, yeah.
interjecting.
I
Let's
want.
get
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
James wanted to make it about him, but it's all right.
Tommy. Sorry.
In response to Owen, I would agree with most of that statement. The one thing that Owen left out, and Luke, you can, if you want to agree or not agree, that's fine.
Okay.
Owen has a tendency of when he tries to block, he pulls down on the shoulder as you're going up. So he takes one arm and puts it here so that you literally can't get off the ground and then blocks with the other arm.
Luke, is this a fair accusation?
I think I've seen Owen do it. I can't personally say I don't think he's ever done it to me. Now, in this, if you want my, I don't know if you want me to jump in and give you my analysis of the situation, or if you
Oh,
want
well,
to
let me
finish.
just finish. Let me
Yeah,
just
yeah.
finish. At the end of the day, I got the win. I hit a nasty wrap step
winners
back
win.
on Shaq.
Winners win.
Yeah, I hit a nasty bucket. Like I went on a tear after Owen pissed me off. So, and Luke can tell
You're
you.
welcome.
Luke can tell you. Most people don't play better when they're mad, but I actually do play better when I'm mad.
Like yes, but it's more because we're scared. Like out of not like
Yeah, like
basketball
I'm
talent,
fearing
it's out
for
of
my
you're gonna
life.
like, bro, I might lose a tooth, like something like
Yeah.
that, and you'll like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a bucket. Like, what are you getting mad about?
No, I'm scared Jared's gonna like break my nose with his shoulder. Like,
No, so okay, so can
Baby
I go
guard
ahead?
life, I guess.
no, it's not that, Jared. You're just a hack.
How am I hacking you on offense?
You tell me. You do it.
Okay,
Can I
Tommy.
go ahead and give my analysis of said situation between Owen
Sure,
and
let it
Jared?
rip.
Go
Let it
ahead,
rip.
Lucas.
Yeah, let's.
So this is what happened. Look, it was a bang bang play. Whether it was a foul, I think we all can say that there's plenty of fouls that go uncalled in these ones. Yes,
100%.
it happens often, and you can get
1000%.
mad, whatever. Like it happens. Whatever. Jared made it a point now to just go at Owen and blame everything on Owen. Someone else got but like Jared and Owen are both not in the ones. He'll blame it on Owen. He'll be like, "Oh, bro, come on!" Like me. I remember vividly. I remember me, Shaq, and Nay were in the back one time, and we were like, "Yo, what is his problem?" Like it literally happened like 10 minutes ago, and he's still blaming Owen for things. And
Jared
so,
holds grudges.
I hold grudge because Owen just won't admit it. Like, it's okay if you don't want to give the foul, but just like, bro, you fouled. Like, just say you fouled and you didn't
but
call it.
I also think there was a little bit like if he fouled you, cool. Like I'm sure there was some contact. I'm not saying there wasn't, but I think there was also a little bit of animosity coming your way because little A was blocking your shot. Now I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
Let me add.
got,
Okay,
you
let me.
got your shot
Hey, now.
sent by little A, and you got
I
Okay.
don't know.
So, Tommy, James, whatever you want to go by.
My
this
name
one.
is Tommy.
The governments
Okay.
are coming out today.
The governments are coming out. Luke, Tommy, Owen, you guys have all played college basketball now.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but if you lift fake and someone is off the ground, the defender off the ground, if you make contact, that's automatic foul. Is it not?
No, they changed the rule. If you jump into him.
contact.
I didn't know NCAA refs sauntered their way into sport court fitness.
Yep, there it is. That's the one. Yep.
But that's not
Thank
what
you,
I'm
Al.
saying. I'm saying though the integrity of the game is being questioned because Owen jumped. Owen, if you stayed on the ground and blocked my shot, that's legit. You jumped out of your shoes and then jumped on top of me
Maybe
and
Owen's
didn't want to call a
vertical was
foul.
crazy enough to
I have a
block it.
serious problem with the shoulder grab comment. I don't grab the shoulder. If anything,
That's literally what happened.
I have a forearm on the hip, maybe, and then it's sort of like that type of action.
Okay,
I will say too, Owen, like, because he's blocked my shot a couple times now, and it's like, I think his arm length, like, it surprises you sometimes. We're like in your
But
situation.
forgetting
totally,
Owen is
totally,
literally 6'8".
Bro,
totally.
it's ridiculous.
I'm not arguing that.
6'8".
But again, can we all agree that
6'7".
if you're in the air, if you jump, like the benefit of the doubt is always going to go to the offense.
Waters is probably right here. I'll be the first to say.
No, that's a good.
But I am siding with Owen 1,000% of the time because I know how much of a hack is Jared on defense. And
we're not talking about defense. We're talking about I was on offense, dum dum.
No, that's no.
That's what we're talking about.
I love it.
You're saying O is in the air and fouled you as the defender. I'm saying you're a hack on defense, so I'm giving O the benefit of the doubt here.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll also say something else. Even so, like my foul was like it's like being debated right now. what you did to me wasn't even a basketball play.
100%.
So
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I
But
think
see,
I
that's
think
a,
Jared
that's
admitted to
a,
that.
that's the difference between me and the three of you is that I actually give fouls. Tommy's never given a foul in his life.
Right. Okay,
Luke,
Draymond Green.
Luke has.
Yeah, I do
Owen
because I want
has
him in
not.
return.
I'm talking about to me. Tommy, when did you give me a foul?
I'll give you a foul next time we meet up.
I don't think. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen Tommy give Jared a foul.
No, Tommy's never given me a foul.
You know,
He
because
just
I play
literally-
basketball with the right integrity.
Okay. By just slide, like,
No.
okay.
Tommy,
I
we all
won't
know
say
that's
it.
not true. We all know that you every single time you face up with Jared in ones, you look at those scratches and you're like, he's not getting a damn foul. That's exactly what's
like-
happening.
You're absolutely right. Why should I give you a foul?
Okay, but you foul and you don't give up fouls.
Oh, well, oh my. Okay. That's not true.
Look, I think Jared, I've given you fouls, and I know when Jared. I think Jared, you can disagree with me. I think I understand Jared's temperament very well, so I know when he's getting to a breaking point, and I'll like catch him. I'll be like, hey, that's you, and then that's when he'll either push me off and because he's pissed, or he'll be like, yeah, okay, let's check up. Like I feel like I have a
But
pretty
see,
good gauge.
but again, that's my thing is that Owen never gives me fouls. Tommy never gives me fouls.
Okay.
So
I
it's
don't
like,
foul you.
what?
I'm with Tom here.
Whoa.
Hold on, but I want
Hey,
to
man.
ask is Jared, you're saying I don't give you fouls. Fair. You're saying you've never seen me give a foul.
No,
I'm
just to
talking about
Jared.
to me.
Okay.
No, I've seen you give fouls. That's my point. Is that there's no integrity for you because you look at me and you're like, I'm not giving Jared
Well,
a
maybe
foul.
you just pissed me off, and I don't want to give you a foul.
Exactly. Okay, so then call it what it is and just say you're a hack.
I'm
Like,
not a hack.
But you have.
Oh my god, this is nuts. I love this. I love the
Jared,
direction
at the
right
end
now.
of the day,
Tommy, you initiate a lot of contact on defense, which I'm good with.
yeah,
Okay, but you clearly aren't
physical.
because you're complaining. I don't complain.
I don't. Okay, I don't complain in the ones though. Like when we're
You
playing
just
ones, I will
complain.
never-
You're saying that I'm a hack. I don't
maybe
hack
on
you.
the pod, when I want to get it off my chest. But when we're playing ones, you know I don't complain. When do I?
I'm talking about you and me. I'm saying that like you're calling me a hack when you hack all the time. You just don't call it.
You don't have blood on your freaking forearms.
Ooh,
That
good
you're
PG
talking about
save.
one thing that was not me. So you can
All I
talk to
know.
Owen.
Oh,
Owen is in the box right next
who
to you.
else could it have been, Jared?
The other person playing defense. What do you mean?
Owen.
It wasn't
I
me.
know it wasn't Owen. I
It
know it
wasn't
wasn't
me.
Owen. I
I
remember
remember this
one
day, Jared-
specific
Jared.
play. I remember one
I-
specific play.
Yeah.
I drove under the rim, did my usual up fake, and Jared just two-hand just shoving me. And I'm like, what are we getting out of this? What are we getting out of this?
Oh my god, this guy is
Oh,
like
I don't
living
know.
in a delusional world right now.
Look, he was ready for this episode. He
He
had
really
some things
was
he wanted
like,
to get off his chest.
yeah. Go ahead, let's hear it, Tommy. What else you got
No,
to say?
I don't
That's
know.
all I have for now. I want to talk more about Owen.
I
'cause
just
you
feel
forget.
bad that you feel so slighted when you are a complete hack.
Okay, the hack accusations. We're gonna spin back to this
A
because
complete hack.
no, it's crazy. It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
This is absolutely egregious.
There's
Hey,
definitely a
at
lot
least
going on.
the difference is I've given you a foul. You've never given me a foul. So
All right, bro.
that's what
Stay,
it, that's
stay
what
in
it
your
is.
feelings, please. Just
I'm
stay in your
good.
feelings.
You're the one getting upset, not me.
You're calling me a complete hack, which is just the farthest thing from the truth.
Okay. We saw Luke's reaction when you said you didn't hack.
Luke, do I hack?
I was I don't know. I just to be honest, the only time I see
He's
look,
backpedaling. I don't like that.
no, the only I was just in terms of Tommy getting mad and everything. The only time I see Tommy get like visibly mad is when a few ragers get hit on him and he's just like, I give up.
Yeah, sick.
And then Jared loves to feed that. Jared loves
Jared
to
Wolverine
feed it.
comes
Jared-
out.
Jared-
Wolverine comes out.
Why are you lying?
All right, man,
Owen.
we gotta move on. We gotta
No,
move.
all right,
We gotta
no,
move.
I
We gotta-
like this is like actually pissing me
hilarious
off.
to me. No, because man, the people don't know there's been some built up animosity.
No,
coming
no,
into
what the
this.
people don't understand, is Jared is the biggest hack on this Zoom call right now, and he's trying to pit it on me out of his anger, and I will not let that
I don't have
happen.
any anger.
I will not let that happen.
Okay.
You're the only one raising your voice. The rest of us are very calm. Right
All right,
Because
Tommy got
this-
his piece
because
off.
this is
Jared-
personal. This is personal.
Okay.
You brought it up, not me.
People are gonna think we
Let's
hate
move
each
on
other,
before
guys.
let's move on before I get actually emotional about this.
I do want to
It's
touch
too
on one
late
more
for that.
thing. Okay, this guy. I do
I
want to touch on
really
one
have a
more
bone
thing
to
with
pick with
Owen.
Jared.
I do want to touch on one more thing with Owen. I know we have some other non-Owen topics we're going to talk about, and but he kind of alluded to it at the beginning of COVID when Owen got his surgery. This is more like a me and Owen story. Kind of want to touch on that. If you kind of remember that unfolding, you were casted up. Mom and dad were both sick. Just go ahead and talk about the state of the house at that point.
Well, yeah, it was not a great time for anybody, obviously, but
Yeah.
specifically for the Avdalovic household. As you said, I was immobile, um, playing a lot of video games for sure. Mom and dad sick, don't like to see that. So we're like in the same house, but we can't interact with each other. So we're like sectioned in our own areas. And I think, I mean, for me personally, it was like especially hard because other people were like out and about, like on the trails, like hiking, like going outside, playing basketball, whatever. But I was like stuck, like I couldn't exercise. So it was like even harder for me for sure. And definitely just like a lot of anger in the house. Not good vibes. Not at all.
Yeah, I remember Owen had his little scooter that he would go around on where he put his leg up and he would put it at the bottom of the stairs, hop up the stairs to his room, and then he would come down and get. It was like this little trail that he had. It was pretty crazy. It was a nuts time for the Abdo house, but yeah, no, I remember a lot of Scrabble during that time as well. Uh, there was some pretty
Definitely.
On
good
the
Scrabble
phone
battles.
Scrabble or in person? Like,
No, we went in person, and then we did on phone once everyone was sectioned off in their own house, but because or in their own room. But yeah, the in person ones, it was pretty heated, and then yeah, we couldn't see each other, so we went wars with friends.
Owen,
Yeah.
I have a question, Owen.
Go ahead.
So we kind of wanted you to touch on, obviously people that don't know, Owen plays at Pomona Pitzer. It's a really, really, really good Division III school. Owen had opportunities to play at like different levels. And especially with like COVID and everything, he took his gap year, but still like was committed to going to Pomona. What what kind of made you feel like that was the right choice for you, not only academically, but like from a basketball standpoint? Not everybody understands like the level of basketball at Division III is, especially in your guys' situation, and also like being like comfortable with making that decision. Like, I'm gonna be a really, really good D3 player.
Yeah, I mean for sure. You said like I had options to play at higher levels like D2 or NAI, but I think for me, like they were the ones who like they wanted me and they were like actively recruiting me. So it's obviously like a rule, like go where you're wanted. But as for like academics wise, it was by far the best school. I really like the coaches. I had already reached out with some of the other recruits, and I really like the guys. And I did notice like everyone like they still like love basketball. I think that's kind of a misconception amongst like people how people view D3 basketball is like it's like super casual, but it's more just like the rules don't allow like the coaches to intervene and like orchestrate workouts. But if you go to like a like good D3 schools, you'll see like everyone's individually like putting their work in. Like we do open gyms, everyone has their individual workouts, you shoot with each other, you do all the same things, but it's almost like more difficult some aspects because you have to organize it yourself and you don't have like the same facilities as a D1 or a good D2 school. So
Yeah. I also think you haven't really gotten into it yet, but I've been through it with obviously Al. Um, the other thing is too is like, are they how heavy? I know Pomona's like a really good academic school. How heavy are like they pushing you to like do internships in the summer times and like really like start to make those connections so that your degree like kind of pays off, I guess, in the way of like you go to this really nice school that's like a little more expensive, but like it sets you up to have like a really good like opportunity after school's over. Like,
yeah,
is the school like I guess my question is the school like pushing you really hard on the summer internship front?
Definitely. That was sort of like a big wake up call for me, honestly, because usually, like, I mean, obviously in high school, you don't get pushed to do internships and things like that, but I'm sure at some private high schools, like that's the case. But like the amount of people who are reaching out to you on a weekly basis to like get those things set up is definitely surprising. It was a wake up call for me. And yeah, that's a big part of it for sure.
Let's hit on a common theme that we've talked about a lot on here in terms of just fit and everything. And I know we've all met Owen's teammates, and like I think Owen is exactly right. Like these are all guys that are just as passionate about the game as the next guy, and like they're a bunch of good kids, and they win. Like Owen's team is really good, and so it's not like some low brand of basketball or anything at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I never remember his name. I think it's Matthew, right? Where's Matthew going?
He's playing in Switzerland. I
Yeah.
forget what the team's going, but he's playing in Switzerland right now.
Yeah. So like playing
Shout
professionally.
out Matt Eberly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the young homies Peyton and Kyle.
yeah, big shout
Where
out.
are they?
I'm saying big shout out for Peyton and Kyle because like that's what Luke was talking about.
Thanks.
Yeah.
KI extended family.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
think
It's
the
a
other
good
thing
term.
too I wanted to touch on because I'm sure like most people don't understand like at the Division 3 level, like they're literally not allowed to do anything on campus in the summertime. And it's what is the date now? October 10th, 12th,
15th.
15th. So like they literally can't practice with their team at all with the coaches until October 15th. So which is like I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb, but I feel like you guys aren't giving athletic scholarships. They should allow you guys to have more ability to get together with your coaches to have, more time to develop and things like that. But like you said, they don't put the emphasis on that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's definitely something that's been frustrating the last year and a half or so is like the amount of work that we have to put in like individually to set these things up. Whereas like at other schools, it's all like in the framework already. Like we have to set up our times and talk to different ADs from different like facilities, and it's a mess. So that's definitely
Yeah.
something that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Owen's just left to go get hacked by Jared over here in Sac. Anyways,
I actually wasn't me when I threw Owen to the Wolves. If we're being honest, really threw Owen to the Wolves when he came off his last injury.
yeah,
With Nay, it was literally just him, Nay, and Aaron working out every day.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember when I got in there. Owen was like, "Yeah, you're in for it." Speaking of high tensions between homies, let's get into it. Let's get into it, Jared. Man, let's talk about this Draymond situation.
Wow.
I think
I'm
this
gonna
is
let
something
Tommy
needs to
take
be
it.
addressed.
Tommy
Yeah.
seems like he's in a good frame of mind right now to
Yeah.
talk about angry stuff.
Yeah.
Dude muted himself.
Silence from Ball here.
Tommy's
Did we not hear me?
muted. No, we didn't. We're back.
My bad. I don't have much to say on that.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
really-
bro. You're a diehard Warriors fan.
I'm a
We gotta
diehard Warriors
have him.
fan. I mean,
I need a
what more is
statement.
there
I need
to
a
say?
statement.
Draymond shouldn't have punched him. Like, what? All I know is I know Jordan Poole talks crazy, so he must have said something absolutely wild for Draymond to. The forward lean on the punch was what really got me. I mean, he talk about a guy that has power. He
Talk
sent
about a
him
guy.
straight into
Slumped him.
the wall and then
Slumped him.
stood over him. That was nuts. But I mean, Drake came out today and said he was completely wrong. So I mean, hopefully it works. I'm a diehard Warriors fan, so I'm gonna be praying for the best because I think they need both of them to win another championship. So
Let's hear Owen's opinion on this before I say anything.
Okay.
I'll just tell you what, that would never happen in the Sacramento Kings organization. You're not,
That's a great take.
you're not going to see Sabonis fire a left hook at Fox. Okay.
Because nobody cares about fighting for the 12th seed.
because they have not won. All right, that's why.
Yeah, no one cares about the 12th seed. Who cares about getting the 6th pick over the 4th pick?
This year, that pick might be.
What I did love, speaking of the Kings, what I did love was Mike Brown saying, "Yeah, that's their problem. I don't know.
Yeah,
You guys,
yeah,
did
he's
you
nine
guys
with
hear that?
6 ties now.
That was great. That was so great. They thought Mike Brown was going to give him a detailed answer because he used to cut stories. He was like, that's their problem.
We got things to focus on over here in Sacramento.
Mike Brown's gonna be good for you guys, but
Mike Brown's a great hire.
Luke, you better just hope, man, they make the play-in.
Me too. I do hope.
I think they will. The West is
scary because I'm already cooking it up, bro. I'm already cooking
I'm glad.
it up.
I'm glad. But
The West is
we'll
real
talk about that
competitive.
when we cross that. We don't need to touch on that right now. Jared, go ahead. Thoughts on the punch.
So I've talked to a lot of people about this, obviously, in the last couple of days. I think the toughest thing, Luke and I, we talked about a little bit. I think the toughest thing now is I just don't know how Draymond recovers from that. Like I said it earlier, like I feel like once they start playing, if Jordan Poole's out there hooping, like that's gonna be the focus. Like, cause he's good and like he's one of their best players, if not their second or third best. He's probably their second or third best player.
Probably their second best scorer.
Yeah. Like, so however you want to dice it up, but once the basketball keeps going, he's gonna be fine as long as he's playing well. I think for Draymond, it's like it's kind of this underlying thing that's always been there, and now it's like everyone has it on video. Like there's like an actual thing that happened that's on video, not just him talking or like things where like maybe he kicked LeBron or maybe hit LeBron. Like it's like, no, bro, you really like buckled this dude in practice. like no matter what else happened, like it's going to be hard, I feel like, for him to recover from that. Now, maybe they can get through it because Steve Kerr's a really good coach and because Steph is like, a very like calm, like laid back personality. But I just feel like every time, like what's going to happen there, Draymond's going to yell at Jordan Poole again at some point during the season, and everybody's going to be looking around like this. Like, what's Jordan gonna do, right? And then it's like it's gonna turn into this awkward big elephant in the room thing again. I think that, and then I think the tough thing is like there's no hiding now for Draymond. Like before, it was like, oh, there's an altercation, like, oh, maybe he punched Jordan Poole, like we don't know, we're gonna keep it in house. But now it's like, and like half the players didn't even see it happen. Now everyone's seen it happen. So it's like it's almost like you have to pick a side.
Yeah.
In a way where it's like Jordan Poole shouldn't have, like he deserved it. Like that's what some people are gonna say, like he shouldn't have been talking. And other people are gonna say like Draymond was way out of line. But from what the people that I know, like Jordan Poole talks a lot, but he never crosses that line of like talking about someone's wife or someone's kids or like family or like things like that from my knowledge. So it's like it's hard for me to believe that he said something that warranted that response.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when someone walks up on you like that and then you push him like that was an aggressive push. Not that he deserved to get punched by any means, but like you got to assume that there's going to be some sort of retaliation.
That was my question.
At the point, like maybe you just didn't think, or maybe you were like, whatever, get away from me. Like you didn't think of it as a big thing, but dude literally walked 15 feet across the court, got in your face, probably talking the entire way. Then you shoved him 2 hands. Like the natural response for him is to do what he did. So it's like, I'm not blaming Jordan Poole whatsoever, but it's like, I feel like he should have been prepared for some kind of response.
That was what I was going to ask, because I've seen a lot of controversy. Like they're saying Draymond sucker punched him. Like, was that a sucker punch? I don't know.
Nah, I mean,
sucker punch to me is like from behind or like from the side. Like I feel like straight on, like at that point you gotta, like if you create the contact, like you gotta assume that there's going to be some retaliation and you have to protect yourself.
I just seen a lot of people saying like, because Dre came out today and said like, I love Jordan, that's my guy, like he'll ever always be my guy. And they're like, that's really your guy, you wouldn't have punched him in the face. And everybody's like, you're supposed to not like you. Why would you expect your brother to punch you in the face type thing? But I mean, I agree with what you said, Jared. Like he fully two-hand shoved him. So
Well, and like it's not. I think it's Draymond at the end of the day. This isn't like if Jordan Poole came up and pushed me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. You know what I mean? This is Draymond.
Yeah.
It was probably not out of character for him to lash out like that. So I feel like
You should
not
have
that it was
known something was
warranted, but
coming.
yeah, like something. Yeah, there's gonna be some type of retaliation.
at the end of the day, the video getting leaked is literally the worst possible thing.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
It's
I
bad.
don't know how
Person,
I don't know how
person
they can.
had to get a bag to drop
Saying
that.
10,000. I saw
Yeah, I saw
10,000 today.
I've seen a bunch of numbers.
The ball sack one is
I've seen a
hilarious.
whole lot of numbers.
2.6 mil.
2.6 mil is crazy.
Yeah,
No, they had
I saw
to get a
50K
bag.
today too.
And you know they're living in San Francisco, so that covers at least 2 months of rent. So
Yeah.
All right, switching lanes completely. Us four, we've talked about fantasy before, but we've been talking a lot recently about fantasy. And actually, me and Tommy are playing each other this week. And as of right now, it's late on Saturday night. So these these games coming this guy. These games coming this week. Tomorrow morning are big time. But yeah, I had Broncos defense on Thursday. They put forth a pretty good effort, but
Yeah, that was a solid game.
yeah, it was solid.
Hey,
Tommy,
hey,
realize
thanks
you
for
had
joining
that.
us.
I
Thanks for
checked.
joining us, James.
I
Appreciate it.
checked like 5 minutes ago, not 5 minutes before the pod. I checked before the pod to tell you had 13 points, and I was like, what?
yeah, no, well, it was 16 before overtime too.
You know, your
Yes.
guys compete. Your guys compete. So
I really thought Sutton was going
my
to get
camp's
that
gonna be ready.
touchdown at the end.
at the
I
end
was
of the
hoping
day,
Not with Russ, bro.
Russ is-
at the end of the day, I had a good talk with Jamar Chase yesterday, and he's ready to go. So
Wait, so has anybody on Twitter seen the beef going on between LaShawn McCoy and
Yes.
Robert Griffin?
Griffin the
Yeah, I don't
It's hilarious.
get why.
LaShawn
I don't
McCoy
get
is
it.
crazy on Twitter, bro. He's crazy.
I've been seeing way too much of RG3 recently on
That's
Twitter,
what I'm
and like I
saying.
saw him on TikTok
getting
too. I was
very
like,
involved.
bro, what are you doing?
He's a real heavy media presence right now.
Bro had
Dude,
2 seasons.
Yeah,
He was elite though. He was
he
elite.
had a pretty good Madden card too one year.
He did.
Mm,
He did.
I don't know what that means.
You don't play
Owen,
Madden?
what's it looking like for you this
Not
week?
in a long
out there on
time.
your fantasy team.
What's it looking like?
Yeah.
Definitely gonna get a dub for sure. I'm playing the number 1 team in the league though.
Oh,
I'm number 2, so I mean,
Oh, it's a big time
Oh,
matchup.
so it's
early.
like,
let the
big
dogs
match.
bark.
so
Let
this
the
is
dogs bark.
this is like a primetime matchup.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
Sunday night
It is.
football.
exactly.
Luke and I this week in our league is definitely, I'd say, #matchup of the week. Luke, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. If
Yeah.
you
Owen,
agree.
what
Yeah.
what
would
is
agree.
who's gonna be your breakthrough guy this week? Like who's gonna like push you over the top?
I'm giving Ramondre Stevenson the
Yep.
nod in the
I'm
flex,
giving him the start as well. Luke.
So is Tommy.
and he's gonna do numbers for me. Numbers.
I need a big week from Ramondre.
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about Tommy. Did you see the trade that went through today for my camp?
No, I didn't.
Bro, I texted Owen and I told Jared about it. I didn't know if you saw it. It was
I don't have
Robbery, highway robbery.
bro, Jeff
Who did you
Wilson. So
rob?
I gave up Jeff Wilson Jr. and I got James Conner and Amari Cooper.
Who
Highway
did that?
You're
robbery.
joking, right?
No, I swear.
Who did that?
Who?
Winton Brown.
Look
So-
at Tommy stressing right now.
So there's like like in our league right now, I would say there's
Got
like
a bone to
there's,
pick with Mike Brown's squad right now.
Yeah. So there's a couple teams. I don't want to like name everyone, but there's a couple teams that haven't won. There's a couple teams that no one really believes in. And then there's like an upper echelon in Winton's team who I just traded with is in the upper echelon. I
He's
would
in the
say.
upper echelon.
Yeah. And
Not
I
anymore.
don't know. That's a bad trade, I think. But hey,
All I know is there's a guy at the bottom that I have full faith in, and he's gonna make a comeback at some point. But he's
Yeah, I
0-4
think-
right now, and
I think his squad he's been making a lot of moves. I
he's
believe
got
in him.
he's got the heart and the drive, and you've got to respect his camp. But
I hope
Owen,
you guys are talking about Cam.
we're
Yeah.
talking about Cam. We're talking about Cam.
Poor
I've been in his ear trying to help out with a lot of trades, but
Cam and I made a good deal. I made a good deal with Cam. Got Jamar in my camp and really upgraded my roster. But
Yeah, you really
know,
sold him a
he
bag
took
of
the L.
nothing. To get Lamar.
who'd I give up? Who'd I give up? James Robinson.
no, it was a pretty decent trade because he was so empty at running back. Like James Robinson was
Yeah.
huge for his camp.
James
to be
Robinson
honest.
was
No, but he
huge.
gave up Jamar Chase. So like, who did he receive? Who did he get? Who's
got-
filling his wide receiver now?
Michael
got-
Pittman,
Michael Pittman and James Robinson.
James Robinson.
No, but okay, so he's got Michael Pittman at one spot, but then who else is the other receiver he's got?
Who's his other receiver?
I'd have to check. I don't know. But
Okay.
this was like when Michael Pittman had his really good week. So like Michael Pittman was high. So it wasn't
AKA,
and
yeah,
James
But
Robinson had just had
we
like
both
21.
know that Matt Ryan wasn't going to be reliable.
And that's why I got rid of him. I'm a believer in Michael Pittman, but I'm not a believer in Matt Ryan. So
Yeah, exactly. So
who are his other receivers?
it was a tough conversation. He didn't want to clean out his locker. I said, Mike, you got to go. I'm sorry.
He has Debo.
okay.
Owen, this is how we talk in the group chat. It is the
Owen, it's
funniest thing
insane.
ever. Like,
I'm with
like
it.
Davey will come in and be like, McCaffrey just told me about a sore ankle in practice. I told him to sit this week out.
Bro, that's what I always say that I call my players before the game, and everyone like looks at me funny. I'm like, bro, what?
No,
Like,
in
I
my
gotta talk to
other
my
league-
guys.
In my
That's what
other
champions
league,
are made
I
of.
was making a trade. I was trying to make a trade with one of the league members, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to let go of Marquise Brown. I'm gonna have to call him into the office and figure some things out. And he just starts cracking up. He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Listen, I take this seriously. Like, I'm
Some people
sorry."
don't get it. This is a lifestyle. Like people are chasing greatness right now.
Uh,
Owen and I have similar views. I think we both have the same quarterbacks this year.
You got
QB1
Action
over there.
Jackson?
Yeah, QB1 over there in Baltimore. And
Bro.
Jared's over here. He's sick. That was my and Jared, you can document this, Jared. Early, I said buy Lamar, and he's
I
just
told
sickly
you I was
consistent.
trying to.
Yeah, I know.
I've always been a big Mahomes guy. He never does.
But
he never does.
But see, the thing is like I have Kyler in my one league, and like he'll just play like terrible for 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden he throws a touchdown, he runs a touchdown, he ends up with 25 points. It's
that's what he
like
does.
from a
Yeah.
fantasy standpoint, like you have to accept it and play him. But if I'm watching real football, I'm like, dog, what are you doing out here?
I think Tommy had him last year, didn't you? In our league.
Kyler, I did. Yeah.
I remember that
I
because
had
he was
Josh
going
Allen
crazy
last
early.
year.
Can I ask for some advice here, guys, for
Of
tomorrow?
course.
Okay.
Wait, is this against me?
No. This is
Okay. I was gonna say maybe not.
So I've got my receivers are okay. My receivers are solid. I've got Devontae Adams and Marquise Brown, but then after that, I kind of fall off. I've got James Robinson, Jamal Williams, and Ramondre Stevenson starting right now. Do I keep Najee Harris on the bench?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Alright.
playing Buffalo. Derrick Henry didn't even get 30 yards.
So I'm going to go Ramondre at my flex, and then I'm going to start James Robinson and Jamal Williams.
That was a good
That's a
take.
good
by Jared.
call.
All right.
I like that.
All right.
Should I start Mike Williams or Miles Sanders?
Yeah, he asked me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Because Keenan Allen's not playing.
I mean, Sanders got like 30 attempts last game, though.
Yeah.
I know,
did.
but like they spread it around though.
Who
They
did
do.
usually
He doesn't get the
Philadelphia was
touchdowns.
playing?
Who's Los
Yeah,
Angeles
he
playing?
He really got
The
2
Browns
touchdowns.
and Myles Garrett might be back.
Oh,
The Browns defense is looking strong too.
They're
That
looking
was my only
strong.
thing.
all I know is Kyle Pitts is out, and honestly, that made me happy, so I could start someone else and
Yeah,
like not
bro.
feel bad
I
about
have
it.
Tyler
Yeah, no,
Conklin.
I've got
he's the
Tyler
worst.
Conklin in too. Can we talk
He's
about
actually-
TJ Hawkinson going for
Wait,
40 last week? That
hold
one
on.
week.
Yeah. They play Cleveland and then Miles plays Arizona.
I'd probably go Miles if I'm
That's-
Yeah.
based on
I'd agree.
matchups, strictly off matchups. I'd probably go Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
But I don't want to like look back on this pod Sunday night and see like Mike Williams over 40 and feel
No,
bad.
you got to
That is
stand on
tough.
your. You got to no,
That
no, no.
is
You got to
tough.
stand on your
Yeah.
takes, bro. If you
I
say
mean-
you got to.
I mean, Mike Williams is rated to have a really good game because Keenan Allen is out, but at the same time, tough defense.
Are you
Mike
starting
Williams,
Gerald
is real
Everett too?
boomer bust.
He's
Yeah.
big, boomer bust. Great. Well
Yeah,
said.
100%. But like honestly, Miles Sanders. But see, so here's the thing though, Miles Sanders got 2 touchdowns last week. That played a big part. But what's to say that Jalen Hurts doesn't steal those next week?
He easily could. Yeah.
And you know what goes up must come down. I have to think about that as
Well
well.
said.
Man,
What a
you must
take.
be in physics over there.
No,
I'm loving the fantasy segments. We need consistent fantasy segments.
No, it's
I
good.
need
It's
this.
good. And I wish Tommy and I weren't playing each other because I would ask about
Yeah.
other matchups as well. But we'll
Yeah.
it's fine.
Big.
Yeah,
It's a big week tomorrow. We've got like 4 teams, 3-1.
do we think? And okay, this is another random question. Ask my other league. Do we think that Josh Reynolds is viable in a half PPR with the team with the way Detroit is playing?
Is Amon-Ra back?
I'm in Ross.
Questionable.
I don't know. That means he's probably playing.
And I think DeAndre Swift is playing.
No, I don't
No,
think so.
Swift is not playing.
That's
He's
why I'm
out.
starting. That's why
Yeah.
I'm starting Jamal again.
They have him playing. He didn't. Yeah, he's game time. He was a return. Ahmad St. Brown was limited participant.
Swift might be game
practice.
time, but Jamal Williams is getting all those Red Sox.
No, Swift's not
So-
playing.
Oh, you meant
They have him out.
Talking about
yeah,
Amon-Ra?
was game time. Okay.
Yeah, Amon-Ra's game time. Yeah, because I don't have much else. Because Julio Jones is not going to get it done, and Chase Edmonds is not going to get it done.
I have to start Chase Edmonds in my other league because Javonte went down.
Yeah, I got Swift is out, and I got Michael Thomas out in that league.
Can't guard Mike.
It's rough times.
Mm,
All right, is it
Looking
time for it?
Yeah, I think it's time. Another random starting five coming your way. Before we get into the topic, Tommy, did you see who won last week by any chance?
Now, did you win?
Yeah, I actually won both.
Wait. Dang, I had a question for O before we did this.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to ask O. Owen and I well, obviously been training forever, but I think we definitely got close when we played on when we played AAU together. So I was gonna ask you, do you have a favorite memory from our Team Sacramento summer? I think that's when me, you, and Cam got really close.
Yeah. Favorite memory is tough, but definitely the first one that comes to mind is sort of like we were like friends, but we had first got to the Costa Mesa Marriott. That's the spot.
Yeah.
And me, you, and Kim like convened in someone's room. I don't remember whose, and we were just sort of like talking about things. And we're talking about.
I know exactly what you're about to
We're
say.
talking about the JV battle between the Vista Del Lago Eagles and the Oak Ridge Trojans.
Give me name drop on here. Give me name.
I don't know. I don't know. But let's
Shout out
just
to
say
my boy.
blocked by
Shout out to my
ball.
boy. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Blocked by ball. Blocked by
Blocked
ball.
by ball.
Oh,
I had a really clutch block at Vista my sophomore year. We won't name names.
I remember.
I had no business blocking that basketball. I came from the right block out to the left, the corner, and sent it into the crowd. Oh, that was that was definitely the bonding moment. Me, you, and Cam talking.
Yeah,
about.
that was like after that moment, things like clicked. Definitely.
For sure.
That's why I say that for you.
And we had Ray. Shout out to Ray.
Race him.
Ray some profit. The absolute.
Yeah. That's our guy.
That's
our guy.
Oh, that was a great summer.
Glad you guys are enjoying this.
I don't know if you just caught Jared definitely looking up for his starting five right there. Definitely saw his computer.
No, I was closing the Adobe Flash Player. Was trying to uninstall.
Oh yeah, get that out of here. Got to lock in for the starting five. So this week we have starting five cartoon characters. I think this is gonna be a fun one. A lot of debate.
It's gonna be all over the map.
Owen, we're gonna throw it to you. We're letting the guests go first recently.
Yeah,
so this is you to start us off.
Okay. All right. I'll just get us going then. So at the point, I have Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
Okay.
Real crafty type of player. He's not really a scorer, but he's willing to facilitate. He's going to get the ball where it needs to be, and he can run the offense well. So that's Jerry at the point. And as we move to shooting guard, I got Perry the Platypus. Now listen.
What? Oh my God! Your poor childhood.
Listen, Perry.
Oh man.
He's a guy who, when he's not in his little agent outfit, he can fly under the radar, and that's the same thing that's going to happen in the scouting reports. He's going to fly under the radar, and then all of a sudden he puts on his fedora, 30 ball nightly.
I like
and
this.
So
I like that.
That's who I got at the
that
shooting
play.
guard. Small forward. I feel like this is going to be a popular pick, but I got Bugs Bunny, and he's our team leader. He's a vocal leader, and he's going to get you a bucket. He's going to get you a stop. He's going to get you what you need to do, and he's got experience as well, as we all know. Right up here.
Wow.
There we go.
Well done.
And at the power forward, this is gonna cause some problems, I think. But I'm talking about something else. So we got Mr. Krabs at the power forward. Now listen, folks. Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs, he's a guy. What is he like? Money.
Money.
He'll do whatever he wants for the money, right? So
Wow.
if you give him some contract incentives, the guy is gonna go crazy. He will because he loves it. He
That's
loves
such
the
a good
money.
explanation. That's
Wow,
such
this
this
is
guy's
awesome.
Owen's on his game. Owen's on his game.
So that's who I got at the 4, and then at the center I got a big dog. You know, he puts a lot on his plate, and he always cleans his plate, and that's Homer Simpson. And that's a guy who's gonna bruise in the paint. He's not real skilled, a little bit clumsy, but that's okay. We need a guy. We need a guy who's gonna lay some lumber out there.
No,
So that's Homer at the 5.
Owen. This is so good.
Owen, that's it. I like the 5. Any objections
Yeah.
before I roll into mine?
No, that's awesome. Owen, great pick, man.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Should I go?
Yeah, we'll let Tommy go.
Whoa,
so he
whoa,
can get
whoa!
out
Why
of
do we
here.
keep every single time that I win, I never get to go when it's my
Okay, then you
time.
can go.
Oh my
Lucas.
gosh, then go, Luke.
All right, so at the 1, I really like my backcourt for defensive purposes. At the 1, we have Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I think that's an athletic 1. Can
Are
probably
we
guard 1 through
doing
3.
movie cartoons though?
Wasn't Lilo and Stitch a show too?
I don't know. I would believe you if you said it was, but I
think
thought
it
it was a
was.
movie.
It was, but I think there was a show as well.
Okay. All right.
Can we roll with it?
Yeah, I'm running. As long as there's a show.
Okay.
I feel like we didn't specify movies. That's
If
all
I'm
good.
wrong, then I'll take that to the chin. But
No.
so Stitch at the 1, I think that's an explosive 1. He's gonna push the tempo. Oh, he's gonna get the ball to the guys we need, and he's gonna guard. He's gonna pick up 94. I know that.
Is
At
James
the 2,
okay?
yeah, I don't know. At the 2, another defensive presence for sure. Give me the Tasmanian Devil. I think this is someone that's gonna fly around. I think
Your
on
team
the
is not going to score 80 points.
Bro, I haven't gotten to the scores yet. So I got the Tasmanian Devil. He's gonna rebound on both ends. He's gonna defend everywhere. Might foul out. That's fine.
He's going to
That's
hack.
okay.
That
Yeah,
is the
okay.
real
We
hack.
need someone. He's our Draymond. People are not gonna want to play against
Love
him.
that.
There we go.
Love that.
At the 3, this is a crafty pick right here. Give me Scooby Doo at the 3.
Whoa.
I think Scooby's a versatile perimeter player. I think he finds himself in a lot of situations that most people
Big O's
not
not
wouldn't
liking this
thrive
so
in.
far.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's all right. But most people wouldn't thrive in a lot of the positions that Scooby finds himself in, but time and time again you see him prosper. He's got that dog in him, literally.
My
So give me
question is, do you
Scooby.
watch Scooby-Doo?
Give me Scooby at the 3. At the 4, and this is me and Owen are gonna be somewhat similar here, not exactly, but give me Ferb at the 4. For a few reasons. Give me Ferb at the 4.
I know exactly why you're picking Ferb. I know
Give me Ferb.
exactly.
Give me Ferb at the 4 for a few reasons. 1, you want to talk about an everyday guy that's gonna show up, same attitude, same mentality, gets the job done, and doesn't deserve the praise. You're talking about Ferb. He's gonna go in, do the dirty
Ferb has a
work.
clip, by the way.
Shout out to Nick Maines. Ferb at the 4. This guy, you talk about a shooter. If anyone, Nick Maines, that's my dog. Everyone calls him Ferb. Give me Ferb at the 4. And at the 5, we're rolling with Goofy at the 5. I think he's gonna be a lanky big. He can really move well. Give me a JaVale McGee type build. I think he's experienced.
Shaq and the Fool, JaVale?
yeah.
Or what?
No,
Both.
Warriors
He's a
did
champ. He's a champ, though. He's a champ.
3 times.
So is Adam Morrison.
Okay. JaVale McGee. Give me Goofy. I like Goofy a lot down there. And I think my 5 is good. My 5 is really good.
A lot of labs giving up on that one.
Bro, they're not getting past Stitch or the Tasmanian Devil.
Okay, Tommy, go ahead, man. You're muted
All
again,
right.
though.
All right. Yeah, I know. We got an audience.
Oh,
the
there's people in
one-
there.
At the 1, Owen stole my light. I got Perry the Platypus at the 1.
I love it.
What is Perry the Platypus? Can
It's
someone
Phineas
explain
and
this to
Ferb,
me?
bro.
Perry, you're older. You don't understand. You don't understand Perry's game. You don't
Perry.
understand what Perry brings to the table.
He's
I
a, he's a
really
Perry
high
brings a
level
lot.
guy.
And honestly, I don't even need to explain myself. I don't even need to explain
You don't?
myself because Owen talked about it. He puts that fedora on. He's lighting you up.
It's go
Perry
time.
at the 1.
Yeah.
At the 2, I've got the goat. Of cartoon characters, SpongeBob. Come on. I can't believe no one's had him.
A lot of holes in that
SpongeBob,
defense.
SpongeBob's got an absolute clip. Just an absolute clip. He's gonna let it fly from Bikini Bottom. At the 3, we need a real strong man.
Oh my God.
That's gonna set the tone. I've got Popeye. At the 3. Popeye's gonna shake it up, gonna make things happen, and that's what we need. At the 4, going off of Luke. Luke said he was Draymond. That's why we're putting him at the 4, the Tasmanian Devil. He's gonna cause issues, and I love it. That's what I want as my 4-man. I picked Cocoa Puffs for my cereal. I want the Tasmanian Devil here, and at the 5, we're going with an absolute rock solid guy down low. He's my Shaq, Patrick the Star. I don't need to say anymore.
So you're a big SpongeBob guy, is what we're learning.
Big SpongeBob.
I'm a big SpongeBob
definitely.
guy for sure. Big SpongeBob guy for sure. And I mean, I'm 20 years old. That's like right in my age range.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Understandable.
totally. This is gonna be age appropriate. Like I don't even know what Phineas. Like I know what Phineas Ferb is, but I've never watched Phineas and Ferb.
On the SpongeBob topic, Owen and I weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up, so I think that's why
Correct.
yeah. So shout out to moms. But Jared, go ahead.
On that same note, do you guys know what Ren and Stimpy is?
Can't say I do.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. Ren and Stimpy was like way
No.
it's like way out of left field cartoon. Used to be on Nickelodeon, but my mom wouldn't let me watch it. So what I would do is I would switch back and forth between channels when my mom would walk out of the room. So let me
Sneaky.
watch it. Yeah.
Very, very sneaky.
All right, so we'll go to my starting 5. Enough story time. All right, well, you guys are really young, so mine's gonna be like way off the thing. But the greatest leader in all cartoons, like hands down, it's not close. Tommy from Rugrats playing the point. Okay, greatest leader.
No objections there.
At my shooting guard, I need a little bit of sauce, a little flavor, a little attitude. Give me Bart Simpson.
Mm.
Give me Bart Simpson. At the 3, okay, he's going to do the dirty work. He's not afraid to get dirty. Give me Wile E. Coyote.
Wow. Okay.
At the 3.
That's good. I was thinking about that one.
Yeah.
At the 4, my all-time favorite, give me Wolverine. X-Men cartoon, my favorite cartoon. Watched it. Still watch it to this day. It's on Disney Plus for anybody that is interested. At the 5, I really can't believe this one hasn't got picked yet. But again, probably my age. The Round just takes up lots of space. Not afraid to say his piece. Will devour anything in his path. Give me Peter Griffin.
Wow.
I love Peter Griffin at the 5.
He was in my
I
depth
love
charts. He was
Peter
in my
Griffin
depth
at
charts.
the
I couldn't
5.
give him the start though, but he was in my depth charts.
He's
Give
a
me
good
Peter
pick
Griffin at the 5.
Him and Homer could really battle it out down there.
That would be
Yeah.
a great
Him and
match.
Homer is a hell of a-
Have you
Wow.
ever seen the Family Guy episode where they bring the Simpsons in?
Can't say I have.
No.
Oh man, that's a
I told
classic.
you, I'm not a huge cartoon. Wasn't a huge.
Who wants
cartoon kid.
to lead us off at the walk-on?
Owen, you want to go ahead, tee us off?
Go ahead. Oh.
Yeah, so I've got Kim Possible.
I like
the
that
walk
pick.
on.
Hell yeah.
And I'll
What
tell you
a
why,
pick.
That's the
because
sitch.
she's always coupled with Ron Stoppable. So she's overlooked. But put Kim alone and she does some serious damage. Kim
that's-
Possible.
That's a perfect pick.
Shout out to
feel
my
like-
man Rufus as well.
Uh,
Tom, you go ahead.
no, this is Luke. This is
This is me.
Oh, and you got a
Alright.
thing for redheads or what?
What?
Anywho,
No.
I bet you guys didn't think I was gonna get a Kings player in this one. Give me Swiper the Fox as my walk-on
my
pick.
What?
God.
No. That's not a cartoon
I'm
character.
cutting the episode.
Dora the
here.
Explorer.
We're done.
It's absolutely a cartoon.
What?
Swiper the Fox from
Swiper,
Dora
no
the
swiper.
Explorer.
No swiping, Jared.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
where it comes from, Jared.
Bro, send it in the group chat because I don't
Wait,
believe
Jared
it.
You don't know
doesn't
what Dora
Swiper
is, bro. You
Fox?
don't know what Dora is?
I know what Dora is, but I don't watch Dora.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah, he's trying to
What?
take the map.
Jared.
On the map. Come on, bro.
Well, Jared.
I think that's a
Jared.
great walk-on pick, fellas.
That's
Talk
past
about
my
Daughter,
day,
Jared,
bro.
You should know this.
yeah.
My kids don't
facts.
watch TV, dumb.
Okay, whoa, my bad. But yeah, I think
Swiper's
Swiper the Fox.
a-
I think that's a good pick. He's a real sneaky defender.
Okay, I just don't know.
No,
I'm just-
And
honestly,
Jose
Luke, for
Alvarado
your
on the
agenda-
Pelicans.
For your agenda, that is really good.
I know. Thank you. All right, Tom, go ahead, man.
For my walk-on pick, this might obtain or pertain more to Owen. I don't know. Maybe Luke has. Definitely not Jared. I've got Mordecai from the regular show. I think he brings good size, and that's what we need. Underrated. Nobody's gonna pick him. I've got Mordecai from the regular show.
I think that might resonate well with fans. I know there's a lot of regular show fanatics out there.
Definitely.
Mr. Waters?
Yeah, nobody's gonna know mine. But I'm going with the super underrated superhero. Should have got a movie. There's supposed to be a movie coming. I don't know who would play him, but it would be a tough role to play. It was a great cartoon. Didn't last long enough, in my opinion. But give me Static Shock.
Yeah, that's not. I don't. Look,
Exactly.
Jared. Look, Jared.
No one's gonna know. I'm okay
Yeah.
with it though. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay. If you look up Static Shock and you watch 1 or 2 episodes, you'll be
You'll
hooked and you
understand.
watch the rest of the episodes.
Got you, man.
This
I
is a
trust-
fun. This was a fun bit. This was a fun
Yeah.
bit.
I will say when it comes to TV related things, like shows and movies, I trust Jared to the
Yeah.
highest.
I can't
So I
agree
think
with
as much as I don't know that, I gotta respect the pick.
Yeah. That's very true.
Okay. And I was expecting it. Like I told Luke earlier, the 90s was the greatest decade for cartoons, and I grew up in that decade. So
Yeah, we got a couple of 2000s babies down here.
Good
man.
pick.
I was
right.
living and breathing
But
that
like
decade.
I'm saying like that I'm not hating on what you guys have. I'm just saying that cartoons really took off in the 90s.
Yeah. All right. Got you.
Well, moving on from the starting five.
Let's get to it.
We know Owen is an avid golfer as well.
Yep.
Owen's probably knows what Jared's about to say, but Jared, just kind of enlighten us with your what's going on in your golf world and give us a little golf advice.
Had a good round today. I played Sharp in Pacifica. It was nice, a little foggy, a little wet, a little damp. Greens were kind of punched, so that was
Makes for a good vibe.
Yeah, the punch greens aren't always ideal, but you don't have to putt it very far if you do this one thing, Owen. You just get your 50 chips a night, man. It'll get you right.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know you
Noted.
haven't touched your club since you got down to LA.
Haven't.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
but we saw the
I'll
facilities.
still give you the work.
Yeah.
Owen, that's
Yeah.
because you're a very good golfer. I would never doubt your golf ability.
Now, Owen.
Thank you.
Let's
Owen
have
on
you
the
weigh in.
19th hole at Whitney Oaks was unbelievable.
Yeah. Talk about a clutch performer. That was
Talk
incredible.
about a guy who rises to the occasion.
Yeah, no, it was a clutch performance out of Big O. Owen, while you're here, let's get your take. I know we haven't touched on this topic in a little bit, but me and Tommy versus Jared and Keese, what's the analysis?
Give us the answer. Oh,
Owen is
I'll
also
tell you
up to
what.
date on how my golf game has been as of recently, and so
I feel like this is going to be a completely biased answer, but I want to hear what
I've
Owen
never
What's gonna
says.
be
seen. I've
biased
never
about
seen
this, Jared?
Keith play. I've never seen Keith play. But what it sounds like is that Jared and Keith pretty similar. So with that in mind, it's definitely gonna be Lucas and Tom by a mile.
I am Mario. Yep.
my dog.
Scratch
But
that
see-
forehead, Jared.
But
Think
see, the
about
thing
it.
is, Owen hasn't seen me play in a really long time. Can we
This
say
is true.
that?
That's fine.
He's made strides. though. He's made strides.
Yeah. Like,
Me and Jared have been in the lab. I will not like together, but the minds have been
yeah.
collaborating.
Like there, it's not. This is what we're gonna just like, because Owen's here, we're gonna like lay this out.
Heard you.
Is that it's never been in doubt that Lucas is the best out of the 4 of us. So if we're playing best ball, then like Tommy is just gonna ride the coattails, right? But my thing is that there's gonna come a time where Tommy needs to make golf shots, and he's not gonna be able to do it. That's what my thing is.
I'm just not gonna answer this. We've been over it, Jared. I'm gonna hit a big shot when I need to, and you're gonna get mad.
He
Sorry.
might hit a
I'm-
dagger.
I don't think it will, but Luke, you know it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And another thing that we haven't really touched on. You guys might hate this, but by this time, whenever we get this down, 2 things. But by the time that this match happens, if I continue to elevate my golf game at the rate that I am, I think it's going to be scary for you two. And me and Tommy might be decked out in rollback gear, Click the link in the bio for 10% off your rollback order. Don't forget. And that could be the difference in this match.
Yeah, I just want to.
It
But
will be the difference.
Owen, let me ask you this, Owen. This is you've never seen Keith play.
Nope.
Okay. Keith is coming off of knee surgery. He played Trump last Friday. Hasn't touched a golf club in 6 months. No, 4 months. Drove at 340.
That's impressive.
So
However-
my thing is, but no, just
What do
let
you
me
get on
finish.
that?
However,
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go
Let me
ahead.
finish.
My
And this-
fault. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Luke's biggest advantage is the big drive. The in between game, and Luke has admitted, is my best game.
I don't think you're chipping enough, Jared.
So my thing is that if the drive is not if we're not getting crushed by 50, 60 yards, we're going to be in a good spot every time. I'm not saying that Luke isn't going to play great, but I'm saying that it's not going to be as far off as what we're saying.
But this is my thing. And shout out to Keys. That's impressive off the tee. But
That's
I don't
really
care
impressive.
if you're 40 yards ahead of us. I'm sticking it way closer to the hole than you every single time. I'm confident in that. I think my iron plays
okay.
better than you.
Mhm.
And you said your 80 yards in game is your best part of the game, but I don't think that's like an advantage that you guys have over us. I think I'm right there with you, if not
No,
better.
I'm saying that what I'm saying is that the biggest I guess distance, the separator is your drive between you and me, right? Between you and me,
Right.
the
Is
biggest separator
consistency
the distance, right? Yeah.
Consistency.
What I'm saying is that if we're closer, if the distance isn't isn't much disparity, then we'll have a chance to be right there.
A chance. You will have to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has to
I'm
capitalize.
throwing darts.
All it takes,
on whatever day.
for you is to have a 1 or 2 bad holes, and Luke packs it in. We know that.
That's not true. That's
Owen?
not true at all.
I'd like this to be videoed.
Yeah,
for sure.
no,
Yeah,
that's-
we definitely
we've
need to
talked about that.
vlog this with mics. and
I will
everything.
say, Jared, you haven't golfed with me in a while, and I keep you up on my rounds, and I told you what happened last round. I played 43 on the front. I was a little disappointed. Came back with a 37 on the back. That's 1 over par on the back, Jared. In a 9-hole span. I had an eagle.
I'm not saying that. That's not my point. That's not
But
what
you
I'm
just
saying.
said if I started off with a double bogey that round, and I still finished with an 80, and you're telling me that if I had
Then
a
you're
couple
making
bad-
big strides mentally. Then I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
But I'm saying that you don't have me in your ear the whole time, though.
Yeah, but we all know how I perform when you turn me up. So
Mm.
That's on the basketball court. That's not on the golf
Mm.
course.
yeah, but that was
Mm.
as of how many months?
And why
ago?
are we not?
Maybe.
Why are we not talking about when Jared hits a bad shot and gets absolutely rattled? Because we know he's folding
No,
on the golf
yeah,
course.
we haven't talked about the
That's
Tommy.
absolutely
We
true.
already know Tommy could get to Jared. We heard that earlier
Yeah,
on the pod.
we
so
heard
I
it
don't
earlier
know.
on the pod.
Tommy never gets to me.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be
worried about
rent-free
Tommy.
on
no,
that
we gotta
golf
end it. We
course.
gotta end it.
I'm gonna be rent free on that golf course.
6 foot and under, I don't hear. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
we
saying.
gotta
Doesn't
end it.
matter.
We gotta end it.
This doesn't matter.
Ooh,
I'm gonna be
wow.
rent free on the golf course, Jared. You're gonna
Wrap it up, Tom. Wrap it up,
wait
Tom.
until Jared gets mad when I'm gonna set the scene. It's gonna be the
Oh,
fourth
man.
hole. It's gonna be the fourth hole. Jared's gonna slice his driver so hard, and I'm gonna be right here going, "Oh, that'll play, Jared. Nice
But
shot."
see,
And Jared's gonna go.
But see, Luke knows that I don't get like that on the golf course anymore. So it's it doesn't bother
Anymore.
me.
You haven't golfed with me.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
know, but your shots are gonna be so bad that it's gonna be actually complete
And
comedy.
we're gonna laugh it off.
yeah,
we're gonna laugh it off
I
when
know,
he
but
gets an
that's why I
absolute
can't take anything you
dart.
say seriously because you're not gonna be able to get the ball 100 yards off the tee.
Sorry.
But then when I do, you're gonna be sick.
But you're
about
not you're
Oh
not
my
though.
God.
I love it.
This
is
Luke,
brilliant. This is-
Luke, you
Look,
know
look,
he's
look.
not.
Yeah, he's
You-
not.
He's not. You're own
I will
I'm not
at one
worried
point.
about that though.
I will at one point.
You're not. You won't.
He-
100
probably-
yards.
You won't. You're not gonna get 100 yards off the tee, bro.
Tommy's so disrespected right now.
That's crazy. I mean, like
Tommy, you might be able to throw the ball farther from the tee box. Than you
No,
can
bro,
hit it.
Tom, wrap the episode
That's
up, bro.
foul.
We gotta stop.
That's
We gotta
foul and
stop.
so wrong. And I can't wait till we drop the vlog footage. And I'm just gonna laugh in Jared's face the whole entire time when we win.
That's
and I hit a
fine.
laser. And Jared's gonna be like, "Oh, Tommy,
Bro,
and I'm gonna be like,
we gotta
"Yep,
wrap this
yep,
up.
we've
This is
been
great.
saying
This is
We've
getting
been
out of
saying this.
control.
Look at him. Look at him. He's getting
Yeah.
so upset right now. Like
I'm not
I'm just
upset.
I'm just
not
playing the
upset,
puppet
Jared.
No.
master
I just wanna
right here.
prove you
Right
wrong
here.
so bad.
Oh my god, man.
Tommy,
All
this
right,
is my
look,
favorite version of you.
look.
I just want to
look.
prove you wrong so bad.
I know you do, but we know you're not going to. Luke and Owen can both
God.
tell
Oh,
you.
and these two will
I'll
not
send-
shut up.
Jared, here we go. On another note, Owen, we can't thank you enough for coming on. This has been an interesting episode, to say the least.
I also want to propose. There are weeks that we are guest list. I think that Owen being, such a great vibe with us, I think a proposition of him being a stand-in guest when we have those lull weeks, I think that might be a good thing. We could talk about it as a group and if Owen's on board, but I loved what we had going today.
Yeah, I love
Sure.
it. Owen. We couldn't do this without you, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you fellas having me on. I had a great time tonight. Really appreciate you reaching out.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Oh man,
Owen,
what a
we-
wonderful episode.
we're glad we made your night, man.
Sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did.
Thank you everybody for listening in. We appreciate all you guys. These are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.